It is given by the formula square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. What is the origin you are going to have? Origin will be always 0, 0. If any two length of the sides are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Understood? If opposite sides are equal, we can prove the diagonals are not equal. It is said to be a parallelogram. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidyashram, Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in today's session, we are going to learn the chapter number 15, which will be coming under geometry. The chapter name will be coordinate system in a plane. Okay, and then this is a chapter number 15 in your NCERT textbook. So here I am going to do session 2. Okay, so in this session we are going to have the topics, or we are going to learn the topics. What is the distance formula? Not the derivation. You are going to just have the distance formula, and then applications of distance formula, where we are going to use this distance formula, and based on the distance formula, some problems we are going to learn. Okay, now let us move on to what do you mean by the distance formula. So here, distance between any 2 points. Suppose if you want to find out distance between 2 points, how the formula will be. So that 2 points, I am going to take it as, let P of x1, y1 and Q of x2, y2, that is nothing but is the length of the line segment joining them. Okay, so it is given by the formula. This is what the modulus symbol. Why modulus? Distance cannot be negative. Distance always must be positive. So that if it is coming also in the form of negative, we have to be writing in the form of positive itself. So modulus of PQ, because P is a point and Q is a point I have taken, which is the coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. It is given by the formula square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. Since you are having whole squared, either you have replaced or changing the position of x1, y1 or x2, y2, it may lead to the same answer. So here x2 can be changing as x1 minus x2 whole squared plus y1 minus y2 whole squared. That means difference between the x coordinate plus difference between the y coordinate, that you can refer. Okay, so here I have written the diagram where I have taken, let P and Q be the 2 point which is parallel to the x-axis. This is the x-axis you are going to have, and this is the y-axis you are going to have. And then I am taken a P1 coordinate is x1, y1. Here P1 coordinate x1, y1, and the Q coordinate is nothing but x2, y2. And then I am going to draw perpendicular distance from Q to x-axis, which I have named as S. And then I am going to take a point of R, which I can join that PR, okay, which is parallel to the x-axis. So from this I can find out the distance between the point, this distance. The distance between the point P and Q is given by square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. So if you remember this formula, it is enough to solve the problems. Now let us move on to what we can have under the note of a distance formula. So here the distance of the point x comma y, P of x comma y, from the origin you are going to take. What is the origin you are going to have? Origin will be always 0, 0. So this is O of 0, 0, because always we are going to represent the point by capital letters. So O of 0, 0 is given by, what is that? A square root of, suppose if you take this one as x1, y1, if you are taking this one as x2, y2, or anything, this is x2, y2 or x1, y1. or x1 y1. So what I can write, x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Anyway, one point it will be having 0 comma 0 as the coordinate, so that I can write it as x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. Understood? So what is, how we can find out? Find the distance of a point of 2 comma 3 from origin. If they ask like this, what is the origin will be having the point? Origin will be having the point 0 comma 0. 2 comma 3 is nothing but point x comma y. So therefore directly I can write according to the formula, square root of x is nothing but 2, which is nothing but 2 squared plus 3 squared will be is equal to square root of 2 squared is nothing but 4, 3 squared is 9, which will be is equal to square root of 13 units. This is how we are going to solve the problem, by taking this formula. Understood? Next, let us move on to when a line PQ is parallel to the y-axis. So this is what the x coordinate and the y coordinate I am writing here, x and y, and this is origin, that is O. When the line PQ is parallel to the y-axis, PQ means I am going to take, this is a line, this is a point I am going to have. Okay, so this is a point P and this is a point Q. So when this is a line parallel to the y-axis, okay, this is parallel to the y-axis, okay, then x coordinate or the abscissa, that means these point, x coordinate or the abscissa of the points P and Q will be equal to what? The distance of PQ. What is the distance of PQ? You are going to have either y2 minus y1 or y1 minus y2, because this you are going to consider. Okay, this is full y2, you are going to have it as this full axis, and then this is a y1 p2, y2 minus y1, and then or y1 minus y2 will be the x coordinate. What? When the PQ is parallel to the y-axis. Understood? Next, what they have given, see, when the line PQ is parallel to the x-axis, suppose if it is like this, this is a x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin. When the line PQ, this is a point P and this is a point Q. So when the line PQ is parallel, when the line PQ is parallel to the x-axis, so you are going to have it as, what will be the y coordinate of the point? This y coordinate will be having the point, either it will be equal to x2 minus x1 or it will be equal to x1 minus x2. Be careful, dear students, whatever you are going to get, suppose for example 2 minus 3, you are going to get it as minus 1, but you cannot write minus 1 is the distance. Always distance must be positive, that is they have, see, always taken to be a positive. y2 minus y1, even though you are going to get it as negative, you are going to write it as modulus of that one, which will become a positive, because distance cannot be negative. So here also same thing, and always taken to be a positive. Understood? Next, let us move on to what are the applications of distance formula, where we are going to use this one. If, for example, A, B, C are any points, that is the 3 points, given in a plane, okay, then we have the following results. Here I am going to take a 3 points. So what happens when I am going to take a 3 points to the distance? So here, if the sum of the distances between two lines, is equal to the length of the third line. That is sum of the distance. These two will be is equal to length of the third line, where triangle you can have. Okay, that is what the application. Then 3 points are said to be what? Collinear. Okay, 3 points are set to, that means if you are having, this is a point A, B, C. So AB plus BC, if it is equal to AC, then the points are said to be what? Collinear. If the length of the two sides sum of the length of the two sides is equal to the length of the one side, then it is said to be the 3 points are said to be collinear points. That you have to remember. And then if any two sides of a triangle are equal, suppose AB, if a triangle here AB is equal to BC, or AB is equal to AC, or BC is equal to CA, any two sides of the triangle are equal, or lines are equal, the length of the two sides are equal, then it is said to be what? The vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, because in an isosceles triangle two sides must be equal. If two sides are equal means it is said to be a isosceles triangle. Here we are going to use the distance between that AB and BC and AC. If any two length of the sides are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Understood? We can prove that also by using this method. And then if all the three sides are equal, suppose AB is equal to BC is equal to CA, what it is forms? It forms the triangle. See, the vertices of a equilateral triangle you are going to have. If AB is equal to BC is equal to CA, the length, then it is said to be a equilateral triangle. Then if the sum of the squares of the length of any two sides, sum of the squares of length of any two sides of the triangle is equal to the square of the third side, then that means Pythagoras. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse squared will be is equal to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. That's what here. See, the sum of squares of the two sides is equal to the third square of the other side. The third side, it will be equal to the third side. Then the points are form, what is that? A right angle triangle. It will form a right angle triangle. So all these problems you are going to do by using the distance formula. Just you have to remember all these notifications. Okay. So again, how we can use this formula again? So if A, B, C, D, suppose here the 3 points are given, we are going to find out the points are said to be collinear. The points are having what? Isosceles triangle. They are isosceles. And then the points can be said to be equilateral triangle, or the points can be said to be what? According to the Pythagoras, it is a right angle triangle. If you are having a 3 points, what happens if you are having a 4 points? What and all we can prove by using the distance formula. See here, if A, B, C, D are the 4 points, no, that is 3 of which are collinear. Okay, the type of quadrilateral formed by the 3 points is determined by using the distance formula based on the properties. What are the properties? Let us see the properties here. The properties means we can prove that a square. We can prove that the 4 sides are equal and the diagonals are equal. 4 sides are equal means you are going to find out the 4 sides. This is a square if you are having. So this is a ABCD. So if length of AB is equal to length of AC is equal to length of CD is equal to length of BD or DB, then it is said to be a square. Okay, we are using here to find out the length distance formula. Understood? This is what, when the 4 points are given, by using the distance formula, what and all we can prove. Similarly, we can prove a rhombus. How we can prove the rhombus? We can prove that 4 sides are equal and the diagonals are not equal. 4 sides are equal and the diagonals. So you are going to have diagonals like this. Diagonals are not equal. You can prove the length of this diagonal. This is the diagonals. Okay, CD. If AB is not equal to CD, then it is not. It is a rhombus. Then here rectangle. How we can prove? We can prove that opposite sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal. See, this is what you are going to have. See, this is what this rectangle. Correct? You can prove that opposite side. Any opposite sides are equal and also the diagonals will be equal. The length of this A, B, C, D, either you can prove AB is equal to DC, or you can prove BD is equal to AC. If you prove that, it proves that it is a rectangle. Next, what we can prove? Parallelogram. How we can prove parallelogram? We can prove that opposite sides are equal and diagonals are not equal. If the opposite sides are equal and diagonals are not equal, that is said to be a parallelogram. Okay, this is a parallelogram you are having like this. This is a parallelogram. So if opposite sides are equal, we can prove that diagonals are not equal. It is said to be a parallelogram. So when the 4 points are given, how we can use the distance formula to prove a square, a rhombus, a rectangle and a parallelogram. Understood? We'll move on to now the problems. What they have given, find the distance between the following pair of points. Obviously, pair of a point should be given to find out the distance. Otherwise, from the origin, it can be given. So here 5, 4 and 0, 0. So here I am going to take it as this 5, 4 is x1, y1 and this is nothing but x2, y2. Okay, you know that points between this I am going to call it as let A is equals to 5, 4 or A of 5, 4, not A is equals to A of 5, 4 and B of 0, 0 be the points. Be the points. So we know that distance between A, B is given by square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole squared, or x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared, which will be is equal to, as accordingly I have taken this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, so that x2 minus x1 minus x2 is 5 minus 0 whole square plus you can have, this is origin, you can take directly also. What is that? 4 minus 0 whole squared, correct? Because here they have given 0, 0, I am calculating according to the formula. You know that 0, 0 is the origin. You can directly take square root of x squared plus y squared, which is square root of 5 squared plus 4 squared. So you are going to get the answer as 5 squared plus 4 squared will be is equal to 25 plus 16. So therefore you can write it as 41, correct? Square root of 41 units. Please, dear students, you have to write down the units there, okay? Because distance is measured in a units, whether it is a meter, kilometer, square units, we don't know. So units you are going to represent as. Are you getting this one? Okay, so we'll move on to the next problem. Find the distance between the following pair of points, minus 3, minus 6 and minus 14, minus 8. So here I am going to take let A of minus 3, minus 6 and B of minus 14, minus 8 be the points. Be the points. So what happens here? You can write the formula. AB will be is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. Here you can take anything x1 y1 and x2 y2. So therefore minus 14 minus of minus, it will become plus. So therefore you can write it as minus 14 minus as it is into minus 3. Minus 3 is there. I am writing plus, because this plus y2 minus, y2 is minus 8. Minus 8 minus, here 1 minus I am writing as it is. Another minus is here minus 6. Minus of minus 6 whole square. Okay. So what this will become? This I can write it as square root of, see, minus 14 plus 3. What is minus 14 plus 3? Minus 11. So therefore minus 11 whole squared plus, you are going to have minus 8 plus 6. Minus into minus is plus. Minus 8 plus 6 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole squared. So what will be the answer? You are going to have square root of 121, because 11 squared is 121, plus you are going to have it as 2 squared is 4. So the answer will be is equal to square root of 125. Okay, that is your answer. Otherwise, simplified form also you can write it, otherwise you can stop it here also. 125 square units. Understood? We'll be moving on to the next problem. See here, find the value of the k if the distance between 2k, 5 and minus k, minus 4 is root 90. They have given the distance. I am going to consider let A of 2k, 5 and B of minus k, minus 4 be the points. So what is the distance? Distance is given by AB is equals to square root of 2k minus, I am going to take this one as x2, y2, x1, y1. Anything you can represent, right? So therefore what happens is 2k minus of minus. It will become what? Minus of minus plus k whole square. Plus you are going to have 5 minus of minus 4, which will be 5 plus 4 whole squared is equal to what? The distance they have given. You can have it as, otherwise next step you can write. Now modulus of AB is what? The distance between these 2 points is root 90. Therefore I can take it as this is root 90. Square root of 90 will be is equal to, let us solve this one. What you are going to get? 2k plus k is 3k. 3k whole squared plus 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 squared. So therefore, see, squaring on both the sides. Squaring on both the sides. Okay? Squaring on both the sides, square root will get cancelled. You are going to remain with 90 is equal to 3k squared is 9k squared, because 3 3s are 9 plus 9 squared is 81. Right? 9 9s are 81, correct? So therefore you are going to have it as, you can divide throughout by what? 9, since it goes by 9. So what happens? Dividing throughout by 9. So the answer will be is equal to 9 by 9, 90 by 9 will be equal to 10. 10 will, because 9 10s are 90. So and then 9k squared divided by 9 is k squared. Plus 81 divided by 9, 9 9s are 81. Right? So what happens to this? K squared as it is I am going to keep. This 9 I am going to shift it to this side. So what it will become? K squared is equal to 10 minus 9. Otherwise k squared is equal to 1, or k is equal to plus or minus, what it will become? Root 1. But what is root 1, dears? Root 1 is 1 only. So k will be is equal to plus or minus 1 is your answer. Is that easy? The value of k is either plus 1 or minus 1. Okay. So we'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the value of x such that modulus of PQ is equals to modulus of QR. You know, PQ distance, QR distance. So where PQR is given by, P is the point, this one, 6 comma minus 1, and Q is the point 1 comma 3, and R is the point x comma 8 respectively. So they have given a condition, you need to find the value of x. So let me take the condition. What is that? Given what they have given, modulus of PQ is equal to modulus of QR. You know the points, modulus of PQ is nothing but distance between P and Q. Distance between P and Q by applying the distance formula. What is that? This 6 minus 1 whole squared minus 1 minus 3 whole squared, isn't it? You are going to have. So what happens? You are going to take square root of, that is 6 minus 1 whole squared plus minus 1 minus 3 whole squared, y2 minus y1 is equal to modulus of QR. QR means between these 1 comma 3 and x comma 8. So what you are going to take? X minus 1. Correct? Either 1 minus x, anything you can consider. So I am going to consider here, this is what? X2, y2, and this is x1, y1. So what happens here? X minus 1 whole square plus 8 minus 3 whole squared, y coordinate with the y. So you are going to have 8 minus 3 whole square. So let me solve this one. So squaring on both the sides, square root will get cancelled. Squaring on both the side. So square root will get cancelled. 6 minus 1 whole squared is 5 squared. So 5 squared plus minus 1 minus 3 whole squared is minus 4 whole squared is equal to, let me expand this one or write it as it is. What it will become? X minus 1 whole squared as it is I am writing, plus 8 minus 3 whole squared is 5 squared, right? What is 5 squared? 5 squared 25. So it will get cancelled. Let me write and then that cancel. So 5 squared is 25 plus minus 4 whole squared is 16 is equal to x minus 1 whole squared as it is I am going to keep plus 25. Now plus 25 will get cancelled. If both the sign is positive of the equal sign, it will get cancelled. It cannot be negative, it cannot be positive. Both here it is positive plus 25, here also positive 25. If it is in equal sign, same, it will get cancelled. Okay. So what it will remain? X minus 1 whole squared is equal to 16, or x minus 1 is equal to what is passing the square root, plus or minus square root of 16. Correct? What is square root of 16? 4. So therefore you are going to have x minus 1 will be is equal to 1 is plus 4, another one is minus 4. So there will be two values of x. So what we can find out? 1 will be equal to plus 4. Let me equal to x minus 1 equal to plus 4 and x minus 1 equal to minus 4. So what happens? X, if we take it to that side, x will be equal to 4 plus 1, which will be equal to 5. And if you take it to that side, x is equal to minus 4 plus 1. So it is minus, greater value is minus 4. So minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. So the answer for x is either is equal to plus 5 or equal to minus 3. Understood? Is that easier? By the given condition, we have found out the value of x. Okay. Next, what they have given, find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from 7, 6 and minus 3, 4. Dear students, if the point on the y-axis means what will be the x-coordinate? X-coordinate will be 0. If the point on x-axis means what will be the y-coordinate? Y-coordinate is 0. That you have to remember. So here I am going to take, what is that? According to the given, let the point on y-axis be 0, y, because x coordinate will be 0 on the point on y-axis. So this is equidistance from these 2 points. This and this. This and this means I am going to take let a of 7, 6 and b of minus 3, 4. B, 2 points given. Be the points. Okay. Be the points, and this I am going to call it as let P. Okay. P of 0, y, because I need to name the point, isn't it? What they have given? Distance between these two. PA will be equidistant. Equidistance means they are equal. Okay. PA, this PA will be is equal to PB. So therefore, I can write therefore, given condition PA is equal to PB. What is that? Modulus of PA is equal to modulus of PB, because distance we are finding. Now distance between these two. What is that? 0, y and 7, 6. So what it will become? Square root of, applying the distance formula. What I can write it as 0 minus 7 whole squared plus 6 minus y whole squared. Correct? Or y minus 6 whole squared, which will be is equal to square root of, again between these two. So what it will become? Minus 3 minus 0 whole squared plus 4 minus y whole squared. So what happens to this? You are going to get answer as square root will get cancelled, squaring on both the side. 0 minus 7 whole squared is minus 7 whole squared, which is 49. Plus, let us expand this one. If I expand, it is a minus b whole squared. What is a minus b whole squared? A minus b whole squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, where a replaces 6 and b replaces y. So therefore, what I can write it as? A squared is 6 squared plus y squared minus 2ab. So what it will become? 2 into 6 into y, which is 12. 12y will be is equal to, again minus 3 whole squared is 9 plus, again this is expansion of the same. What you are going to get it as? 4 squared, which is 16 plus y squared minus 2 into 4, which is 8 into y. Right? So what happens to this condition? Now positive y squared will get cancelled. Let me take this, the value. What is that? 49. You are going to have it as, see, 49 plus 36. Here 16 plus 9. What is 16 plus 9? 25. So let me write it as here 49 plus 36 minus 12y will be is equal to, what is that? 9 plus 16, which is 25, minus 8y, correct? You are going to remain with this value. Since all are positive, you are going to have here. So what is this? 49 plus 36, you are going to have it as, which is 50, 85, isn't it? So you are going to have 85 minus 12y. Let me take all this side, left hand side. If you take it to left hand side, plus 25 will become minus 25. Minus 8 will become plus 8 will be is equal to what? Right hand side is 0. So therefore, 85 minus 25 gives you 60. So I can write it as 60. Okay. Minus 12y plus 4y. Minus 12y plus 4y is minus 4y is equal to 0. Otherwise, 4y, take it to the right hand side, it will become positive. 4y is equal to 60, correct? Or y will be is equal to 60 by 4. What is 60 by 4? You are going to have it as, correct? So therefore, you can have it as 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20, correct? So therefore, the answer will be is equal to 15. So the y coordinate will be is equal to what? Therefore, which will be is equal to 0, 15. That's it. That is the y coordinate 0, 15. Understood? Is that easier? We'll move on to the next problem. Find the distance of the points from the origin. What is the distance of the point from the origin? Formula is given by like this. Distance of a point from origin is given by the formula square root of x squared plus y squared. Whatever you are having, this is x and this is y. Let me calculate. So this will become square root of a plus b whole square and then plus a minus b whole square, right? So what this will become? Let me expand this one. So this will become square root of a squared plus b squared plus 2ab plus a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, isn't it? Under the square root, minus 2ab plus 2ab will get cancelled. You are going to remain with the answer square root of a squared plus a squared is 2a squared plus b squared plus b squared is 2b squared. This is your answer, square root of 2a squared plus 2b squared. Is that easy? Otherwise, you can remove square root of 2, which will become root 2 into square root of a squared plus b squared. Isn't it? Like that. So otherwise, you can write the same answer. What is that? You are going to have it as. So this answer will be is equal to what? Square root of 2a squared plus 2b squared. That's it. Units. So next you are going to have it as what? Find the distance of the points from the x-axis. From the x-axis, not from the origin. From the x-axis is x comma 0 is the point, isn't it? X comma 0, what is the x point they have given here? Minus 3 by 4 comma 4. So here x point is minus 3 by 4 and y point is 4. So therefore, let the point on x-axis is p of x comma what is that? 0, correct? You are going to have it as y coordinate will be 0 will be equal to p of, what is the x coordinate? X coordinate they have given it minus 3 by 4 comma 0. So given point, let the given point be a of minus 3 by 4 comma 4. Now you need to find out the distance between P and A. Therefore, modulus of PA will be is equal to square root of, what is that? Minus 3 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus, again minus 3 by 4 you are having. So what it will become? Minus of minus plus 3 by 4. plus 3 by 4 whole squared plus you are going to have it as 0 minus 4 whole squared or 4 minus 0 whole squared. So minus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 will get cancelled. You are going to remain with 0 squared. What is 0 squared? 0. 0 plus anything will be the same thing. So you are going to have the answer will be is equal to square root of 0 minus 4 squared is 16, because minus 4 whole squared is 16. Square root of 16, the answer will be is equal to 4 units. Is that so easy, dear students? Yes. So we'll be moving on to the next problem. What they have given? Find the distance of the point from the y-axis. Here, what I have considered, the last question, let the point on from the x-axis they have asked, here from the y-axis. So therefore, I am going to take the y-axis, here I am, this is the x point, this is the y point, y is 5 here. So therefore, I am going to consider, let the point on y-axis is equal to, what is that? P of 0 comma y, because x coordinate will be 0, the point on y-axis means, which will be is equal to P of, what is the point? Y, 5. So 0 comma 5. So let the given point be a of 0 comma 5. So what it will become? The distance between PA. So modulus of PA will be is equal to square root of, you can have 0 minus 0 whole squared plus 5 y coordinate 5 minus 5 whole squared. So the answer will be is equal to 0 squared is 0 plus 5 minus 5 is 0 squared. The answer will be is equal to 0. Okay, any doubt in this do you have? I hope you understood all the problems which and all we have used only the distance formula, and these are all the problems will be asked for either 2 marker or 3 marker. Find the value of k or find the value of x or find a point on x-axis, find a point on y-axis. All these problems can be asked for either 2 marker or 3 marker. So thank you dear students. I hope this session you understood how to solve the problems based on distance formula. Thank you.